What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of El Jardín Perdido. Today we're delivering goat kids. All right, so you can see behind me, the mom, Jolene, has just delivered 2 kids. We have a boy and a girl. I took all the previous footage on my iPhone, so the quality may not be as great, but I did want to make sure I captured certain things. First of all, some of the telltale signs that she was going into labor that I'd read about. This is actually my first delivery, but I did do a lot of research, and so one of those signs was that they start nesting. And so you'll see her padding along the ground, not really in a particularly comfortable spot or anything, but it's just kind of a habit that they do. They'll start to hit the ground and nest. And so you'll see her doing that. One of the other things is you'll see her bags getting full, so her udders are filling up, of course. Another thing is you'll see, of course, her sides swell up. One is going to be her gut and all that, and the other one is going to be the kids. Another thing is you may see contractions or heavy breathing, and you know, this will just be kind of, you'll see things moving a lot, and you'll see her laying down a lot more and stuff like that. One of the biggest telltales for me was seeing her upper lip start to go up, and this probably happened a matter of 20 minutes. I think I caught a few glimpses of it, and then I saw it happening quite a few times, and not 20 minutes later she started going into labor. She was probably technically in labor, but she started actually delivering 20 minutes later. All right, so we had the pen in very close proximity to the house, and we did hear her making some cries. So I came out and I saw the head was coming out. She was already pushing it through. So I went ahead and grabbed some towels, got a syringe, and started assisting. You don't necessarily have to do this unless you know the amount of time it's been, and maybe things are getting dire and you want to step in. I wasn't really aggressive with my assist. She didn't need that much, but I was there. I just, after the head was out, I kind of guided the shoulders through while she was pushing, really just guided it, and to make sure the fetus didn't get really dirty or anything. Broke open that placenta, kind of helped mom dry things off. I didn't want to take the baby and completely dry it off. I wanted mom to bond, so I did my best to kind of towel off as I let mom lick her clean. We're in Houston, Texas in the spring here, early March, so the weather is really nice. I didn't have to worry about a heat lamp or anything. So yeah, and so the first one that was born was a little doe, little girl, and you can tell if you lift up the tail. On their hind corners, if there's one hole, it's a male. If there's 2 holes, of course, that being the vagina, there's going to be 2 holes for a female. So shortly after that, there wasn't a whole lot of time lapse, and she had her second one. Same thing, kind of guided them, assisted, and everything went smooth. The only thing after that, I let them bond a little. All I did was kind of guide. I didn't go snatch the babies and do my thing.
Towel.
Let me clear the
Give it to him.
nostrils.
You need another towel? Don't put the towel.
But I did make sure mom was producing colostrum, which is a very thick yellow, very dense milk, but it's very high density and very nutritious. And you want to make sure your kids get that right away, first off, very important. So I did guide them, help them find the udders and everything, and took them a few tries and trial and error, but they're latching on good. So at this point, they bonded with mom. They're staying in close quarters with them. They're nice and dry. They've gotten their bellies full of colostrum, and they're taking little naps here and there. They're starting to walk around, so they're doing great. I'll go ahead and take the camera off and show you guys around a little bit. Baby's down here. This is the buck, and he's latching on good here, you'll see. And she's still kind of licking them, bonding with them. Our little doe here, I guess we're gonna name her, the kids named her Buttercup, but she's doing well. She's taking a little nap. She's gotten plenty of colostrum. And there's Curious Mom. We actually bonded pretty well too. She tends to be skittish. She lets me pet her and everything, but she was licking me up and being really sweet with me. Cutie. This is how you can tell the male from the female. That would be a male, if you can see. Just one hole. Where's the female? Let's see her uvula. She has 2 holes. Alright guys, well thanks for tuning in to another episode. I really hope you found this helpful. I know for me, I had to research in a lot of different areas. So I did my best to try to capture the experience, not just the experience, but just more of a hands-on, so you know what to do. And yes, it may be graphic at some points, but to be honest, I think that's more of a societal thing. I think from an outside perspective, when you look at something like that, it's very maybe jarring. But when you're in it and it's go time and you've waited 5 months for your goats and you want to make sure they're happy and healthy, I had no problem just diving in and making it happen. Like I said, I hope you guys thought this was helpful. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions or comments. And consider subscribing if you haven't, because I do have a lot of helpful videos on goats, gardening, and all sorts of stuff like that. And hopefully I can continue to produce those. I also have another doe who's due pretty soon, so maybe I can do my best to try to document and capture that for you guys too. All right, that's gonna do it for today's episode. As always, thanks for tuning in. Till next time.